So today we are going to start physics. This is the first chapter of physics: light, reflection, and refraction. Aswati, can you hear me?
Sir, yes.
So write down the chapter name: light, reflection, and refraction. There is a difference between reflection and refraction. I will explain all of these things. Okay. So first see, first let me explain simply what is reflection. Suppose one mirror is there, suppose, or one mirror is there. Suppose a ray of light is coming from, suppose here, from point A. A ray of light is coming from point A. Then it strikes, suppose, at point O. And after striking the mirror or this mirror, it will again reflect, it will strike back. Can you hear me, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Suppose there is a plane mirror is there. Suppose there is a plane mirror is there. A ray of light is coming from point A. So after it will strike, suppose at point O, and after striking, it will again bounce back, or it will again strike back. So this phenomena is known as reflection. Okay, don't write. Just I will give the proper definition. This phenomena is known as reflection. Now, have you got this reflection definition in your class 9 or 8? I think 8 you have got, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is known as what? Niranjana, OA is known as what? Can you remember OA?
Ray of incident.
Yes, good. It is known as incident line. It is known as incident line. This is known as what? Reflecting line. And one normal will be there. Here one normal will be there. Now see, suppose this is N. Now see, the angle between the, I will explain properly, okay? The angle between the incident line and normal is known as what? Angle of, anyone?
Angle of incident.
Yes, it is denoted by I. And the angle between the normal and the reflecting line is known as angle of reflection. And always remember, there are three laws of reflection. One is this, that the incident ray, incident line, the reflecting ray or reflected line, and the normal, these three will lie in the same plane. Okay, this is the first law. Second law is the angle of incidence. The angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. That means I equal to R. Always remember, in case of reflection, the angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. So clear up to this, all of you?
Sir, yes.
Yes. These are basic things. So first write down. One minute. I done beam of light. Beam of light. First, I done the definition. Beam of light. Beam of light. So write down a group of parallel rays. One minute. A group of parallel rays. A group of parallel rays of light emitted by the source of light is called beam of light. Beam of light. So write down these things, the theory, not theory, the definition. Finish?
Yes, sir.
Now see, a group of parallel rays of light emitted by the source of light is called beam of light. Suppose there is one bulb is there. Suppose there is a bulb and light is coming from this bulb. Light is coming from this bulb. And this group of parallel rays, that means these rays are parallel to each other. So this group is known as your beam of light. This group is known as your beam of light. Okay. Clear? Okay.
Yes.
So next I done the definition: reflection of light. Reflection of light. I done the heading reflection of light. Reflection of light. So I done the process of returning within I done or bouncing back the light to the same medium after striking a surface is called reflection of light. Write down this one. The process of returning or bouncing back the light in the same medium after striking a surface is called reflection of light. Finish? All of you?
So yes.
That means suppose now draw one figure. Suppose this is your surface. Suppose now draw it properly with your pencil and scale. Don't forget to give the direction. Finish, all of you?
No.
Yes, come. Deepjyoti?
Yes, sir.
Not Deepjyoti, this was Thitisman, yes.
Sir,
Thitisman?
finish.
Finish. Thitisman, can you hear me? Thitisman? Okay, now see, this OA is known as what? Incident ray of light. This OB is known as reflected ray of light. Now see the definition. The process of returning or bouncing back the light to the same medium after striking a surface is called reflection of light. That means, see, this is one medium, air. Suppose this is air medium. The medium is air. Now this is your surface. Suppose plane mirror. This is another medium. Yes or no? This is another medium, air. This is another medium. Now see, a ray of light is coming from air. Suppose A is the source of the light. So a ray of light is coming from air. Then after, let me see, the process of returning back, that means the ray of light is coming from source A, which is present in the medium air. Now after striking the surface, this is the another medium, it what? Bounce back, yes or no, or return to the same medium. Now see, A and B, these two present in the same medium, yes or no. Now after striking at the surface at point O, it will strike back or bounce back to the same medium. So this process is known as your reflection of light. Clear, all of you?
Sir, clear.
Okay.
Yes.
So next I done. A perpendicular drawn to the reflecting surface, that means this one. A perpendicular drawn. Now see, this is not a reflecting surface. Why? Because at this surface, the line will reflect, the line has reflected. That's why it is not a reflecting surface. So I done a perpendicular drawn to the reflecting surface at point O. At point O is known as what? Can anyone tell me? Is known as the what? The normal to the reflecting surface. So here ON is the normal. AO or OA is the incident ray of light, OB or BO is the reflected ray of light, and ON is the normal. So a perpendicular drawn is the perpendicular. So perpendicular drawn to the reflecting surface at point O is known as the normal to the reflecting surface. Clear about this? Clear, all of you? Can I proceed?
Yeah.
Then see write down the next definition: incident ray of light. Okay, write down. I will dictate incident ray of light. All of you write down incident ray of light. Incident ray of light. Write down any ray of light. Write down any ray of light falling on a. Any ray of light falling on a. That means any ray of light. Any ray of light falling on a reflecting surface. is known as incident ray of light. Okay. Any ray of light falling on a reflecting surface is known as incident ray of light. Finish?
Yes, sir.
Next write down reflected ray of light. Next write down the definition reflected ray of light. Then underline it and write down the definition reflected ray of light. So the definition will be any ray of light which is any ray of light which is reflected back. Any ray of light which is reflected back by a reflecting surface. Any ray of light which is reflected back by a reflecting surface is known as reflected ray of light.
Sir, by a
By a reflecting surface. This one. You can write down the definition by this one, watching or seeing the diagram. Any or by observing the diagram, any ray of light which is reflected back by a what reflecting surface is known as the reflected ray of light. Clear? All of you
Sir.
finished? All of you finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, I done the next definition. Incident angle or angle of incidence. I done the next definition. Incident angle or angle of incidence. Incident angle or angle of incidence. Finish? Hmm?
Sir, yes.
Okay. So I done a definition. The angle between the incident ray and normal to the point of incidence. The point of incidence on the reflecting surface is known as incident angle or angle of incidence. It is denoted by angle I. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The angle between the incident ray, that means OA, incident ray, and normal, that is OA, ON. So the angle between the incident ray and normal to the point of incidence on the reflecting surface is known as the incident angle. Let me this one. or angle of incidence, same. It is denoted by angle small I. Okay. Here all of you finished writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
next. Okay, next I done the next definition. Angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. I think you can write down the angular reflection definition by one.
Yeah, we can.
Yes or no? What is the angular reflection? That means the angle, see the figure, the angle between the what? The angle between the reflected ray. This is a reflected ray. So the angle between the reflected ray and the normal to the reflect or normal to the point of incidence. This is the O is the point of incidence. That means the point at which the ray will strike. This is the known as point of incidence. So the angle between the reflected ray and normal to the point of incidence on the reflecting surface is known as the angle of reflection. Finish? Dipjyoti, this one. Okay. Okay. We have 10 minutes, then again we will join. This is the time. 9:46. 9 minutes 44 seconds. So finish the definition of angle of reflection, and write down it is denoted by this one, small r, angle small r. It will be,
Written.
it is denoted by angle small r. Okay. So next, write down the law of reflection. Okay, now see all of you, see the page number 161. All of you see the page number 161 of your NCERT book. The law of reflection are given. See the top para. Laws of reflection. Have you seen two laws are there?
Sir, yes.
Yes, the first one is that, see this one, see the figure. The first one is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. This is the first law. Second law, the incident ray, that means OA, the normal to the mirror, that means ON, the normal, not I don't normal to the mirror, I don't incident ray, then reflected ray, and normal to the reflecting surface in place of mirror, because here they are giving one example of mirror. But if you are going to write the laws, you have to write down not mirror, you have to write down the reflecting surface. So first one will be this one, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Next law will be the angle of, or the incident ray, the normal to the what, reflecting surface. In case of mirror, you have to write down reflecting surface. The incident ray, the normal to the reflecting surface, and what, and reflected ray. Okay, the normal to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. Clear? The second law, all of you? Just in place of mirror, you have to write reflecting surface. Okay. So write down in your parcel copy, leave some space. So and you have to write down the this one, your two laws. And in the first law, that it is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, comma. Then I don't like this, angle I equal to angle R. Okay. Don't forget write this one, angle I equal to angle R. So clear? All of you? Okay. So next I done spherical mirror. Till now we are discussing about plane mirror. Yes or no? Plane mirror. Now I done spherical mirror. I done a topic spherical mirror. Let me erase this one. So I done the next topic. All of you spherical mirror. So written spherical mirror. Can you hear me, all of you? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir.
Yes. So draw one circle. Draw one circle, all of you. Draw one circle. This is the center of the circle. Have you drawn the circle? Or
Yes, sir.
it means this is the actually the sphere, not circle. This is the sphere. But since we are drawing in 2D plane, that's why we have to draw one circle. But actually, this is a sphere. Sphere is the 3D figure of what? Your circle is or no? Clear? Okay. So next, first I done the definition of spherical mirror. First I done the all of you I done the definition of spherical mirror. Definition of spherical mirror. So write down a mirror whose reflecting surface is curved. A mirror whose reflecting surface is curved. A mirror whose reflecting surface is curved. Now see, here the reflecting, that means this is a curved one, yes or no? So write down first, a mirror whose reflecting surface is curved or spherical is called a spherical mirror. A mirror whose reflecting surface is curved or spherical is called spherical mirror. Finish?
Sir, yes.
Okay. So next, draw like this. You divide the sphere roughly. Okay. That means with dotted line. Divide the sphere in equal parts with dotted line. Finish?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next, draw like this. I will explain first. Draw like this. And here, in the right hand side, this one. Draw the design. This one. That means this is the what? Your polish part or your color part in the outside. In the left side, draw inside this one like this. That means whenever you draw or you this one that means this is the in this case, that means in the right hand side, the outer part is your coated. The outer part is coated with some color, and in the left hand side the inner part is coated with some color. Have you seen your mirror? The back side of the mirror is colored. Have you seen?
Sir, seen.
Yes. Why? Because if there is no, if the one side is not colored, then you can't see the image of yourself. Okay. So this is colored or coated with some color, so that image can be formed. Now see, in this part, that means the right hand side part, it is known as your what? It is known as your concave mirror. Write down as it is. Concave mirror is easy for your understanding. And this part is known as your what? This part is known as your convex mirror.
Convex.
Yes, convex mirror. Now draw this right hand side separately. Now draw this right hand side separately below this figure. Give a arrow mark here. That means spherical mirror are two types. You can write down. That means